We're a dance company. We're just down there in the Hungarian theater. And so I went up this hill. I was curious what's happening, and I thought, craziest place. It's a really crazy place. If you go up there and you see all these tubes and things and construction, and you feel, oh, nobody's really possessing this hill. And then you this strange hotel, which is also very special for me. And thinking, okay. And it was also November, so there were leaves everywhere and windy and howling, and so I could see this monument, and I thought, anything tricky with this monument. There is something happening. There's a kind of friction. That's what interests me as an artist. This kind of, to search for this kind of friction where things are, you think, oh, there's something behind it. It has a history. And so I got this vision that you see this object here, that it is indeed a rocket station. So I thought, okay, all this hill underneath, we don't see it. There's a lot of technicians there, and they're all prepared, for the one day that this rocket will launch. Yeah, and okay, I thought about this, and I have to say, it's a crazy vision, as you can see. And I talked with Fabian about this, and Fabian Mühlthaler, the next guy, really is. What he did is like enormous. And first of all, which irritates me most, he likes the idea. So it was really great to speak with him and to develop this idea and to make it possible. And so please give this guy a great hand. He's a really fantastic guy. And I also think he had some sleepless night on this work, because a lot of things had to be done, which were never done before here. So, and to get this back to the story, so I thought, okay, a rocket is normally also a bad thing. A bad thing because people get attacked and so on. But on the other hand, it's maybe something positive. Positive means in the way, if you go into something new, go into the space to detect something in an absolute new dimension, in this way, you are open. It's a way into the future. You open yourself, open up your mind. And so my basic thought was to create a thing here which has to do with the history of the hill. So we have a day composition. You can witness every hour during the day. We start at about 11, tomorrow again. And we have a night composition which is just dedicated to the rocket. And you will always have sounds of history. The mountain will break off, and on a certain moment we may, and this is also a very important thing for today, a vision is a thing we have to create by ourselves. It has to be strong. And as you may, most of you don't know, but the first rocket to the moon was just done because people believed it's possible. Because today, they won't do it because it's too risky. Yeah? But that time they needed to do it, they wanted. It was all energy on it, optimism pure. Saying there is no failure, it's possible. And they did it. And that's the same. So in that moment, if we now do this, think about it's a vision, and we try to lift it by our power, by our own power. We have that vision and we lift that monument. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, basically also behind that I created a little radio station here, and on the radio station there's a Morse code. It's a basic or very old-fashioned communication with dits and dots, which says things. You can hear it. Oh, that's nice. You see, you hear that's the sound. You can have it by yourself. So you're also, if you have a little radio, and the next days you come here with your radio, you carry the sound with you, and you detect all other people who also sounds, and it says the war is over. That's my main thing I want to say. If anything is good in that world, we have to stop war. There's so many wars everywhere. We have to say, our future has to be without war, please. So this is the main thing.